like starting my days early in the morning. So it gives me so much
What
time.
time is early, sorry?
4 a.m. I'm up.
What?
It gives me so much energy because I feed from it. You know, so...
Yeah, maybe that works. In the gym 4 a.m. Can you do it?
You see what happened now. As soon as you said that, he turned his whole body towards me. Ruckers, welcome back to your number one rugby podcast. It is episode 117. We are proudly supported by Super Sport Bet and our energy drink, our hydration partner, Sweets, on board with us. Okay, I want spirit fingers today because today is a special episode. Okay, Ruckers. But who is this guy? You're tuning in for the very first time. Hey, I am the short guy. Hey, I am the round guy. Hey, I am Opagey. Guys, Rudy Page here, former Springbok. With me, I've got my partner in crime.
Wannabe bodybuilder Juan de Jong in the building. Hey, partner, you said 117.
117.
We're cooking. Hey, quick maths. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom,
We're moving, hey? Partner, otherwise you're good.
Buddy,
Back to back, you must be good.
I think every Springbok fan, every Springbok supporter, we're doing really well. We are thriving as a sporting nation in South Africa.
Yeah.
We've got the Maize, the Proteas winning the Test Match Championship. It Lords. The Springboks going to Twickenham, winning another trophy, the Rugby Championship. See him, Tanda Kolisi, having his hands like this again. Again.
Is it shaved armpits?
I hope so.
I mean, we mustn't be shy. We must take it as it comes. I mean, back to back, like Jordan 96, 97.
But I always say, I'm a United fan, a Manchester United fan, and I never thought the good days will finish, okay? And the good days have stopped, okay? So I'm going to be a Springbok fan that's going to celebrate every victory, that's going to celebrate every time our players do well and enjoy it to the best of my ability. Okay?
Like Behind the Ruck.
Like Behind the Ruck.
Yeah. Guys, and what do we expect on Behind the Ruck? We said every week, nice and simple. But we got a guest in the house. The guest, the one and only, Juicy J. Partner, there's a reason I've got my white jeans.
Okay.
You forgot? Juicy J, I'm kicking it juicy in the time. Eh? So we'll chat to him about Springbok rugby, what's happening there as well. A lot of bit of other things as well. He's got a massive journey in terms of what he has achieved. He's alles. It's a lifestyle. It's an actor. It's a this. Is it that? We're going to count and check into him as well. And then fixtures afterwards with the URC. It's week 3. URC time, okay, guys? So stay tuned. It's going to be a lekker cracking episode, hey? I can't wait. Can you wait? Ruckers, can you wait? You can't wait, hey?
But it is, and this is why the show is so special, Ruckers, that we can speak today with Juicy after this. That's gone from Craven Week, transitioned to playing Varsity Cup, representing the EP Elephants in the Curry Cup, and then going beyond the game. This is his podcast, so go and check it out. Then transition and... I wish I always know the right English words, but he basically found himself where he's now a media sensation working on Super Sport. He's got his own brand that he's done so that we as rugby players are so much more than just those 80 minutes in the 4 lines, the white lines.
Yeah.
And we get to share that with them again.
100%, yeah.
That's a big deal.
We can live and learn.
From Craven Week to Big Brother. From Big Brother to Super Sport. From Super Sport to the World Cup in 2023. From the World Cup straight to Behind the Ruck.
There we go. Okay, up next, Juicy J.
Let's go.
Ruckers, hey, our guest today is stretching from Tata all the way to Madiba, okay? From Cravenwick all the way to Big Brother, okay? He's a media sensation. He's got his own podcast, Beyond the Game, actually, as well, okay? And he's from the Eastern Cape, the one and only Siam Tanda, aka Juicy J.
Come on, boy. What's up, legend?
Hey,
how are you? Hey, and I'm chilling, bro. I'm too blessed to be stressed, man. Good to be here.
Choo, hey.
It took us a while, partner. I asked him a long time ago, but Ruckers, I'm happy. He's in Cape Town.
Yes, he's in Cape Town.
And I'm very fortunate he messaged me. So thank you for that, Sia. I really appreciate it.
No, I mean, I've also just, since we've been speaking, I was like, no, we have to make this happen. And immediately when I landed in Cape Town, I'm like, no, listen, I have to make time. To a point of just like, okay, Monday's not working.
Yeah.
I'm extending my stay.
100%.
All right? So that I can be behind the ruck.
Yeah, so there we go. It's not about having time, it's about making time.
Exactly.
But the weather in Cape Town didn't give you like a touch, eh?
No, listen. It's summer in Joburg right now.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be in a bit of like, the cold a little
Is
bit.
it?
Just cool down for a bit, just a bit of a natural ice
Yes.
bath, before
Fair
you go
enough.
back into the heat.
Did you get into the water?
Not yet. I'm going to do it today after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
In the speedo, in the fluffies. In the fluffies,
Fair
yeah.
enough, fair
But
enough.
he also said on Supersport Unplugged, he said he's only coming down to Cape Town if you meet and greet with Frans Malherbe.
You know what I mean? Oh, Francie.
Yeah,
I
you forgot about Francie. Okay, Francie. And he is a rakker. Frans is a rakker. Okay? So
Okay.
he watches this episode. So you're a little bit, Francie, short
En die moeilikheid.
Francie, I'll give you a call just now. Don't worry.
First of all, how things with you? Obviously busy up and down. You've got the Unplugged, but it's acting, it's host, it's lifestyle, it's gym. You have time for yourself.
Now, so, first of all, as I said, I'm too blessed to be stressed, man. I'm very fortunate to find my life where it is right now. I'm healthy. My family is good. My mental health is okay. It's good. Everything is fine.
I like that. Okay.
Work-wise as well, it's busy, and me being busy, it's just like I find favor in that from God, because some people get to not do much. Do you know what I mean? So, but once in a while, because in the week, so how I plan my week is obviously like I have a day where I dedicate it to myself. I just switch off a little bit. You know what I mean? And just be within myself, get in touch with myself, meditate.
Yeah.
Do
Really?
Yeah. So basically my Wednesdays are my rest days. So Monday, Tuesday, I go hard. Wednesday, I switch off from everything, gym, bit of work, unless it's a tight deadline that I have to fit in. Then obviously I'll just quickly fit it in. The thing is also, I like starting my days early in the morning. So it gives me so much time.
What time is early, sorry?
4 a.m. I'm up.
What?
Yeah.
4 a.m. club.
So 4 a.m. I'm up. So that time, because it's a bit quiet as well. I think probably some or a few people started waking up at that time. So for me, it's a matter of I just get up a little bit, maybe put some praise and worship in there, just gently, just say a bit of a prayer, thank God for the day. Just get entwined with myself and the things that I probably want to do today. 5 a.m. I'm in the gym, right?
Oh.
In the gym, get my energy in. Then anything that comes after that, I'm able to take it on, whatever it is. So you might even call me on a random day and be like, Juicy, by the way, I'm here. Can we link up? Can we do this? I'm like, okay, cool. Now I don't have to worry about, okay, I still have to go to the gym. That's done. It's finished. So I can take on whatever comes into the day. So it gives me so much energy because I feed from it. So...
Yeah, maybe it works. In the gym 4 a.m. Can it work?
You see what happened now?
No.
You see what happened? I don't know if you picked it up, okay? As soon as you said that, he turned his whole body towards me.
No, I'm in the same boat. We have to make time.
You have to make that time. I mean, also one of the guys that I really look up to and inspire to be like, and I draw so much inspiration from is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
And he lives his life like that. So I used to, really religiously follow him because I was just like, how does this guy get the time to be in movie sets, travel pretty much everywhere, he's always on flights and still be as big as he is, fitness-wise, still to be as good as he is. He's a blockbuster movie guy. Gets time to do all of these things, be a dad, be a husband.
Girl dad.
Do you know what I mean? And he always says that his day starts really early. So 4 a.m. he's up, and, starts his day at 4 so that anything else that fits into the day, he's able to take it on.
Yeah.
Right? So you make that time. I mean, if he flies over from a different place to another place for a movie set, they have to know that, listen, there's a bit of a gym that he's going to... As he lands, quickly sorts himself up, quick gym session before the next meeting, for the next shoot. Because the thing is, if you feel good, you do good.
I feel like you're preaching to me.
Come on.
And what did he
I
say?
was up at 4, guys, this morning.
To go to the toilet for number 2.
I actually got up and got myself a peanut butter and jam because I was so hungry. I don't know what happened this morning, but I was up for an hour and then back to sleep. But Yeah, I wasn't as productive as Juicy just described I should be. Okay, guys? But maybe it was the Lord waking me up at 4 so I can get into my habit. I don't know. But boykies, before we get into Juicy's life and everything and what he's busy with and the successes, Paddy, we back-to-back rugby championships.
Yes.
Okay?
Come on now.
We got two trophies for the World Cup, back-to-back that's standing here in Cape Town at Sarah House, okay? Now we got the URC, not the URC, the Rugby Championship, all Tri-Nations, back-to-back. Simtanda Kulisi has lifted another one, this time at Twickenham.
Everything, eh?
Every trophy now currently in South Africa.
We're floating, eh?
Oh, this is a Boeing.
Medals around our neck like Michael Phelps, eh?
No, listen, it's too good. You know what I mean? Stop it, I like it. And I mean, in extraordinary fashion as well, you know, I mean, probably not the cleanest win, right? But at the end of the day, it's a win, right? Because they say, you know, winning is a habit. Same as losing can be a habit as well, right? And one thing this team has showed us is that, you know, they're able to get the job done. And the thing is, they always pull in together and they rely on each other. You know, it's a team effort from literally from the coaching staff, you know, the behind the scenes to the guys that are going to be sitting at the bench and the guys that are not even playing in the game. You know, I saw a clip, you know, with Andre Pollard and them always like being active outside the field, making sure that the guys know what they need to do. So
squad effort.
Exactly. And I mean, it was a plan. There was a job. The job is done, right? Back to back. Give the box the credit that they deserve.
100% and some rest now as well. They need it.
Boykies, but that and Juicy is so spot on. The thing that stands out from this team also is how they bounce back, boys. They lost at Ellis Park, and there was a lot of scrutiny, a lot of criticism towards the team. They went on to win the Rugby Championship.
They lost Australia as well?
Yes, that was, and we take it back to the last World Cup, losing against Ireland. We go on to win the Rugby World Cup. So this team is not just world beaters. They're not just hero superstars, but they got a quality where they bounce back really good. They bounce back well and they bounce back quickly. They're not in the dumps. They know who they are. And they deserve everything.
100%,
Dr. Rassi singing the next morning, posting it. I love it for him.
Champion with the
I love it for him.
And another thing that I really like about, you know, this year's Rugby Championship, it wasn't this team is definitely going to win the whole thing. You know, there was some action
Challenges.
in between. Do you know what I mean? Like, it kept us in our seats. There was drama. I mean, I think in any competition, whether it's a rugby competition, a soccer competition, you want that. You want those things that put you at the edge of your seat, exactly, to entertain a little bit. You know, to have your heart pumping. And I mean, if this is how we even got to retain the Rugby World Cup, like semi-final, quarterfinal by 1 point, even the final.
Final 1 point.
You can't write those things, you know, and that's what makes even the victories even sweeter and more memorable as well. Because
that's true.
In so many years now, we even think about this thing because, like, flip that. I felt this way in this time when, you know, the boys were back to back. You know what I mean?
Back to back.
Exactly.
Like Jordan 96, 97. Huh? But also, if you take the whole Rugby Championship in a nutshell, the first one, obviously we had a bit of a Tony Ball. Then we went into a Rassie Ball with the second Australian test, the Eden Park. And then now with the Lighties, okay? You came and moved in the boys. What's your thoughts on how we're playing? The bulk of the squad, how we use the youngsters, senior players, the type of plays?
I like that because I think for the first time, we're actually seeing that, you know, management is not really scared to be like, hey, let's take a bit of a risk here. You know, let me show a Sasha, a Moody that I trust you. So therefore, you have a responsibility now to go out there and, you know, earn your place. Because at the end of the day, I mean, these guys are the future. And you need to get them to play, make those mistakes, make them confident, get them to in test rugby level, to get them to see what it is to wear the jersey test level. Because I honestly think that, you know, it's obviously a big difference, you know, playing franchise rugby and test rugby. Like it's a different ball game. And the thing is now, if you're not used to it, every single time that you come back, it's like, flip, what am I doing again? You know? So, and I like the fact that, you know, the other guys are, you know, they get into teach these guys a little bit of a few tricks there and there, bounce off their knowledge as well. You know what I mean? And the Springboks, again, are a threat everywhere. So if you don't have a Sasha at 10, bro, you have a Mani Liebok. If you don't have a Mani Liebok at 10, you have a Andre Pollard.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? If worst case scenario, if anything just should happen to the three of them, you still can take a Damon Willems, put him at 10 and
Siamasuku.
Yeah, let's not
Just
forget.
throwing it in there.
No, I'm just saying, like with the
options.
with the options in the Caliph. Let's say I'm in a very tight corner. Do you know what I mean?
I get you.
And still be able to, because certain guys can play. Escorp can also play hooker. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you don't have a pool of hookers to choose from. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
The versatility in the
team. It's too much, and we are blessed to be in this position. So now the trick is to make sure that management knows what to do with the massive talent that we have. Because sometimes it's like you have it, it's at your disposal, but you don't know how to use it effectively. Do you know what I mean? So what Rassi and them are doing is phenomenal. I mean, that's why he could just be like, hey, listen, I woke up a champion.
And Felix is like, what was I doing?
That flight back must have been fun. The flight back must have been fun.
You can switch off a bit. I mean, all the hard work has been put into the season.
Exactly.
And now it's time to unwind. Relax
and celebrate. And actually give yourself credit. I think that's one thing that we as people as well don't do. You don't give yourself enough credit and a tap on the back.
Yeah.
To be like, flip, no, man. I'm actually doing well.
Nah, 100%. Yeah. And I agree with Rassi in terms of the biggest test for you is New Zealand, in New Zealand.
Yeah.
To win those type of games. And to give the lighties, like your Kaden Moody and Ethan Hooker and these boys, that opportunity to feel the haka in New Zealand. And we felt it as well. It's a bit of a challenge.
It's
especially
there.
And trying to get himself ready for
Yeah.
Down Under in the 2027 Rugby World Cup.
No, boys, I think I couldn't be more proud to be a fan of the Springboks, support of the Springboks. How Sia and the whole team carry themselves, how they resonate with each and every one in South Africa. It's a team that really symbolizes what South Africa we should strive for, how we should come together, and how special we are as a country.
Yeah.
That our circumstances and our shortcomings and our shortfalls, that we can be a first world country. Is that too big of a dream? Am I reaching too far?
No, it's not.
Jussi?
It's not.
You know, like we are a great nation, and I truly believe that. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where I even say to myself, you know, we say, New Zealand Rugby is a team to beat. We want to make sure that we beat. Hey, we are the team to beat.
Yes.
We are those guys now. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
World number one.
Exactly. So everyone wants to beat us, so that the responsibility on us is even heavier now, because you're not supposed to come to Springbok. I don't care wherever you play us. So you can take a neutral field and make it in Twickenham and be like, that's your home ground. My brother, listen. You still got to do the job though.
Yeah. Can
you do it? You know?
And
I really want us to sort of, I'm sure it is there, but it's like, it's underlined in the humbleness of the guys. I'm sure it's in there like,
No, definitely.
we got this.
are the guys.
100%, buddy. Boykies, is there anyone out of the Rugby Championship that we thought were, and I don't want to say the normal guys, the Sia, Peter, Steph, the Evans, is there anyone else that you were like, he's done himself absolute justice for the next World Cup? Maybe one of the young boys that came in and played really well. Is anyone for you guys that stood out?
Listen, Ethan Hooker surprised me. The way that he came in, you know, his first test against New Zealand, in New Zealand, in the number 11 jersey, he came in and played like a Springbok veteran, bro. You know, and I think, you see, with that guy, there's a lot that's coming, you know, from him. You know, technically sound is very nice in the air, defensively, physical, the speed. You know what I mean? Like he played, as I said, like a veteran. You know what I mean? He did his job very well. I mean, obviously we know Sasha the magic guy. Listen, like he's already a history maker. In that jersey, and we know the number 10 jersey to be very, a hot one. But the way that he is taking that responsibility in, it's like, oh, guys, just relax.
I've got this.
Stay calm.
I've got this.
Collective.
And he's not really showing you that I'm probably a bit nervous, but I think that's a good nervous. You know what I mean?
You have to have a little bit of nerves.
And the guys are actually supporting him because it's like, hey, bro, because in the 10 years you have to command everyone to do things. Imagine telling Eben Etzebeth, who is
most kept
Springbok
Springbok
season, and is with him being that big and very scary looking. Stand there, go. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And it's being told by a lighty, and that shows that it's not about your age or anything like that. It's about what do we want to do for this team.
100%,
it's serving the team.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast and they say exactly that, with controlling Eben and making sure that everything is alive. So Ruckers, go check that episode as well. But there's 3 players for me, partner. The first one is Kanan Moody.
Yes.
Stepping out, obviously coming from the wing to number 13, and it doesn't look like he's out of place.
Yeah.
He's doing the physicality, he's making the spot hits, he's even a little bit more contestable when it comes to the midfield stuff as well, and he gets around the park with his speed. The other one is Grant Williams, that kind of not shocked me, but he showed me a different type of Grant Williams. His technical ability, his kicking ability. We know him as running around the park and doing his thing. And the other one is Ruan Norkia.
That was
Ruan Norkia. We spoke about his weight, he spoke about his control. It takes a lot of effort. We saw it in Eden Park as well to control the lineouts, especially when Rassie brings in a midfield maul and stuff like that. He controlled that beautifully. And there was a lot of criticism around his weight. He's a little bit on the skinny side, but still, our scrum is going forward. So what does it say? He gets us around the park. The scrum is still going forward. He controls the line out. So a lot of credit must go to Ruan Norkia as well.
I think for me also, Ruan Norkia is a definite find for us this season.
Yeah.
I thought in last week's test, the Durban test, where he got 3 turnovers, line-out turnovers early in the first half. Big consequences and knock-on effect in that game. And another guy I thought he was always hyped, he was always highly rated, is Jan-Hendrik Wessels. I was very impressed by the glimpses that he's shown throughout this Rugby Championship, that maybe what Rassie sees in him is the way forward for us in South Africa. He's got those dynamicism. Get that word. That
We're
word.
scrabbling today.
That word I'm gonna hit in the face. He's very dynamic, boys. And look, I never wanna compare players for like. But we've had the Oosturand, then we had Katsi, Trevor Nyankane. Now we got this Jan-Hendrik Wessels, who's dynamic carrier. He's good on the ball. He can also cover hooker, like we spoke earlier.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed by the glimpses that I saw from Jan-Hendrik Wessels in this Rugby Championship.
100%, yeah. And I agree with you, because obviously we missed Katsi and he stepped up beautifully. Even at number 3 as well, Wilco stepping out for Frans Malherbe. It's like a international club. This one out, this one in.
This one in.
Yeah.
and I think a guy like actually Ruan Norkia, for me, personally, future Bok captain.
Wow.
Statement.
Okay.
So the way that I think about it personally, right? The way I think about it, if some of the guys don't actually make it to the World Cup, some of the key guys don't actually make it to the World Cup for some odd reason. Let's say, I don't want to put it out there, but let's say Sia doesn't go, right? Who's probably going to be your next captain? Let's say, okay, Jesse. Let's say something happens to Jesse.
Yeah. They're obviously in the older side, we all know,
Do you know what I mean?
2028, there must be new faces.
Do you know what I mean? So take those guys out. Take Eben out as well, because if not Sia, not JC, Eben is there. Take those 3 guys out.
You believe he's the right guy?
My brother. You already captained the Bulls.
Yes. Three finals.
One more spin in the works. What about Shasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu? Junior captain, Western Province under 21.
I see what you're saying, but I don't personally.
Yeah, 100%.
No. Safe space.
I don't see him as a captain.
Straight and narrow type of discipline.
Do you know what I mean? To captain, right? Because Rowan Nokia has those leadership skills as well outside what he does. Do you understand? And he has had the experience to actually do it at
club level.
At club level with the Bulls.
On a senior high level.
At a senior high level consistently. Okay? That's if maybe Simon Morat does do his thing, but and the way that Rowan Nokia is playing now as well, and the leadership that he's showing without actually having the armband on him.
Okay, there we go.
Makes sense,
Ruckus, if you come back in a year's time, or maybe even at the end of the year, we're going to package this clip, okay? Because Juicy J said so.
Juicy
J said so. But boykies, that's enough about rugby. Ruckus, you guys know, I always say our show is based on getting to know the person in the hot seat, okay? And if you are tuning in for the very first time, watching our show, watching Behind the Ruck, please smash the subscribe button below. And it allows us to grow our channel so we can reach more people and also get lekker guests on, okay? So subscribe button, please, Kanala. Okay? Beautiful. But Juicy, I want to start off with, please give me your title now. What is your title currently?
Title, when you say title...
Occupation, let me do that. Occupation.
So I am a brand influencer, right?
Explain.
I am a brand influencer. I am a sports broadcaster, okay? I am I'm a social media influencer. I think that is it. I'm a content creator, basically.
Content creator.
Okay. Yeah, so
I like brand influencer more. You know, I feel
because I work with a lot of brands, obviously create content for them, but also collab with them in the things that they want to do marketing-wise. So I'm someone that is, I'm very good behind the camera. I'm sellable, marketable. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I like that one.
Marketable. I'm someone that you can, create anything around to market, you know what I mean? Because of also my aura, my personality, my physicality, my face. My face.
Money maker.
My face now, that's what makes me my money.
Money maker. And Juicy, I'm going to get back to where you started from. I first want the Ruckus just to have a lekker understanding. Was this something that you thought you would do? The fact that now you're on SuperSport, you work with the biggest brands in South Africa. Was this something that you wanted to do, or this all happened spontaneously?
So let me tell you, I think at some point in my life, I was like, this part of my life is inevitable. To a point where, because a lot of people are asking me, when I was still playing rugby, they were like, bro, don't you want to look into this? Don't you want to... My cousin even asked me, don't you want to do modeling, cuz? Don't you want to be in front of the camera? Don't you want to do acting? Don't you want to... Because they saw me more than just a rugby player. For me, I had placed my identity in rugby. So I was like, okay, let me become a professional rugby player first, a seasoned professional rugby player first, and then
I'll transition.
I can do whatever. Right? So, and this is the thing about, about how God works. He doesn't, so you have your own plan. And then he tells you, I need you to go this direction. Because I always pray to God to direct me in my life, but then sometimes I don't trust him that he's direct. I'm like, God, please make me a Springbok first.
Yeah.
Make me a Springbok first.
You got instructions.
Exactly.
Yes.
Make me a Springbok first, bro, and then take me. But it's like, no, the time for what I want you to do is now, it's here, I need you to go here. So the moment I resisted against that, tore my ACL.
Shivet.
Tore my ACL. So mind you, I actually auditioned for Love Island Season 1, the one that was in SA. I auditioned for it.
Yeah.
And that time when I auditioned for it, I was still... we were in preparations pre-season for the 2021 Varsity Cup in the bubble that happened in Pretoria.
Yeah.
So I'm hard in pre-season, but at the same time, I want to go for this thing. So mind you, in my head, I was like, if Love Island takes me, I'm going to take the risk.
And leave rugby.
I just pause
Okay.
with the Varsity Cup. But it was going to be a very tough decision for me because my friend was actually asking me, was like, bro, it looks like this audition process is going really well for you. Because that's the only person I shared with, because you're not allowed to share those things with people because they don't want it to get into social media before you actually come. They want it to be a surprise for
The people out there,
the people in
audience.
the audience, right? So, big disclaimer on the emails that they sent you that, dude, don't post this thing, don't share it. It's confidential. In case you actually make it to the show, we wanna, you know what I mean?
Surprise.
So I'm talking to my friend because we're both training together, and he's like, "Dude, it looks like this thing is going really well," and it was. So the last round of auditions, I made it to the last round of auditions, and then they say, "Listen, by this time in Feb, if we don't call you because we start shooting on that day, if we don't call you by this time, just know that okay, we didn't select you."
That's tough.
So the lady calls me and she's like, Sia, I'm not supposed to actually call you. But, you know, in the discussions and whatever we were having, you know, you didn't make it by one vote. Ooh. Just one vote. And everyone else actually wanted me to be on the show. So I'm like, it's fine. So I took the disappointment in, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, there's something for me to look forward to, which is the Varsity Cup. So I was like, okay, no, that's
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I took the chance anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's working out for the better. So I played that season, and then 2022 as well, Varsity Cup again. And this time I'm actually, both seasons, but this time around I'm actually playing really well.
Yeah.
You know, I'm catching a lot of eyes.
Yeah, you're feeling that juice.
You know, exactly.
Juicy, feeling the juice here.
I'm catching a lot of eyes. I'm having agents approach me, dude, looks like you're cooking something. And then towards the end of it, I have a conversation with Wits. He's like, listen, dude, we want you to come for, 2023 is going to be my last Varsity Cup year.
Yes.
I want you to pull up, different environment, right? My last pre-season, I'm going to give this one my all. I'm feeling I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling happy that I'm finally going to leave PE for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go to a new environment, work with some new coaches. I get to attract some new eyes, right? And my goal was like, okay, I'm close to the Lions now. So if I really do well here,
there's a pathway.
and I believe in this wholeheartedly. Aibo.
What now?
ACL. So I get injured against Marty's, and then we're going to play our last game against Shimla's. So you know the physios, how they're like, hey, listen, it's not that bad. Let's see how you go through the week.
To it, yeah.
See you on Wednesday. We won't train Monday, Tuesday. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, so they didn't actually say the ACL is off afterwards?
My brother, my knee was swollen after because I walked out the field.
Okay.
So my knee was swollen after the game. So I wasn't stretched out. So I walked out, but then when I went to bed at night, my knee swelled up, right? So I'm like, okay, we get to PE quickly, you know, see my physio, massages, all that type of stuff, ice bath, ice the thing, you know. I don't train. So on the Wednesday, because remember, I think then we were playing like Friday-ish, Friday, Monday. So on a Wednesday, I'm feeling okay. I'm like, oh, okay. Thursday, I strap. They strap me. I go to training. So
with this
I
off
train.
ACL?
At this time, I don't know. That it's already
youth.
Off. So I think I'm like, okay, last home game. So for me in my head, I'm like, also, damn, if I miss this game, I'm not going to play for my Divas again. And I've been through a lot in this team for so many years. I want to give them my last hurrah.
Yeah.
So they put me on the second half. Well, initially I wanted to start. So I asked my coach asked me, dude.
Yeah, you start someone with a niggle.
Do you want to play? I'm like, coach, put me on.
My last around the bar.
I'll be the one to tell you that, hey, okay. But don't bench me. Start me.
Okay.
This
Okay.
man decides to bench me. So we had a conflict. So
Yes.
But how was the training in the week?
No training.
my
by the
brother, I
sounds of-
trained one day.
Oh, one day. Okay.
I trained
That
on
kinda makes
Thursday.
sense.
But there was no. You felt like you couldn't play with it.
Strapping in.
Strapping.
Lock him in.
Lock him in.
It is a bit
Also,
a Robocop knee.
also mentally, I'm just like, I want to play.
Give it to me.
So then I played the second half. Right? And I played some really good rugby in the second half. But I'm not an impact player. I'm someone that you have to put on first.
grinds it out, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, put me on. Start me. You can't. Don't bench me. I'm not a. You know what I mean? I don't have that. I've never had that that mentality of, flip, I want to come in and finish on the game.
Yeah.
So, play that game, and then, we get a bit of time off towards the club season. So now I'm actually feeling like, at training, I'm like, no. This time around, when I run, I can run properly. I can really accelerate. So, our physio at the time, he left. Issues that happened at that time
Yes.
with our management, all the type of stuff, he left us. So I'm stuck with no physio for 2 months. But by the time that the physio gets there, he assesses me. He says, okay, I need to recommend you to a specialist. So I go to a new specialist. He scans me, does whatever. Then he comes, I go back to him and he says, my bro,
Wat maak jy?
I've got some bad news here. You tore your ACL. I'm like, hey, my brother, I don't know these terms. And what's an ACL? What does that mean? Can you just hoy an injection?
Yeah.
What? He says you're gonna need surgery. Surgery!
What now? I was running now.
Hey, my brother. And the thing is, I've never had surgery before.
Ooh.
Right? So this is gonna be my first time.
And a big one.
I am scared. I'm like, no, man. I'm like, doc, are you sure? Can we do another scan again? I know it's expensive, but hey, my brother, no. He says, well, you know, most rugby players, they actually play with this thing, but eventually in your life, you're going to have to do it. Whether you're a bit older, but, it might hinder your ability to just continue playing. At some point,
You have to do
you
it.
have to do it. So let's say hypothetically, you don't do it now. And then you go to Wits, you do your thing, and let's say after that, now let's say a big opportunity comes in. Maybe a Lion says, okay, cool, come.
Now they do a scan.
So by the time that the Lions probably get you won't really kick off on the go, because you still have to go do this thing.
Yeah, he's still lingering.
And the Lions can do medical stuff.
And it's 9 to 12 months out. So now so rather just do it now and then just see where God will put you. You know what I mean? So that was my mindset, like, get it over and done with now. And then obviously the Wits agreement will fall out. Because I'm graduating that year as well, luckily. So I was like, thank God, at least something
done
is
my
happening.
studies, yeah.
Yeah, something is happening. Because I was going to Wits, I wasn't going to study. I was just going to play rugby only. So then I'm like, you know what, just do this thing, allow the 9 to 12 months to flow, and then, let's see where God will put you in life. We don't know. You probably come back and continue your studies, and you know what I mean? And just, rugby-wise, we don't know.
Yeah. Did you make the decision, or did the specialist kind of push you into it?
No, he didn't push me into it.
Oh, you made it this decision.
He just told me, like, listen, go home, think about this thing, talk to who you talk to, but my professional opinion is this.
Yeah.
As your doctor,
You have to do it now.
you have to do this thing,
But make the call.
but you make the call.
That's so brilliant call.
But the
you
thing
made.
is now, I had to go through that by myself.
Family in Eastern Cape.
Yes.
Okay.
So at that time, my parents are separated. My parents are divorced, right? And there's a lot of things that are going on at home. I'm not able to really, because also I grew up not used to, when I have issues or a personal issue that I'm dealing with, I'm not used to going either to my mom or my dad and be like,
I'm struggling with
to be
this.
vulnerable. Maybe with my mom, but I don't really go
wanna be
front on, right? Because we grow up in communities where they instill in you that, as a man
Don't be
you don't
soft.
cry, as a man you don't, So that's what I appreciate my last coach at Madiba's, David Manuel.
Hey,
Yes,
Davey. Yes, see.
Yeah, so David Manuel came in our setup, probably not the best, so like pound to pound talented group, but then he tapped into our internal beings and who we are emotionally and all that type of stuff, and us being able to sort out the internal as men, so that because apparently if you sort out your internal, the physical, then you sort of, because physically you're gonna be good, you're gonna be fine, but then performance-wise as well, if you're not okay internally, it affects your general performance. So now we get into actually, talk about stuff, but now you have to trust these guys that are in your team about things that
What you're going through.
scared to really, come out of your shell in. And he has always encouraged me in the team environment, like, Sia, come out your shell, Papa. So when I started crying, then I started to understand that vulnerability is not my weakness; it's my point of strength.
Yes.
So then that time when my injury, my surgery is happening, I don't really have that anyone to go back and talk to and consult about this thing. I have to do it myself, first of all. Secondly, now you're taking away something that for me has been ever since I started playing rugby, has been an escape from a whole lot of things I was dealing with as a young man growing up, things I saw in my community at home. I enjoyed not being at home growing up. Grade 5, 6, I enjoyed not being home. Because I was like, you know what, I'm running away from all that drama and all that type of stuff, all that negativity.
And was your identity also in rugby?
Yes.
That is who Sia was. That is how you walked around the streets, around campus. Okay.
So, because then when I started playing rugby, I felt like people saw me. Now you've been greeted. Now you've been treated like this in class. Teachers treat you this way. Even the ladies at school, they treat you like this and all those type of stuff. Everyone knows you. No one knows your name. And that's why I say to some of my friends, that limelight sometimes can get very addictive. It's like
you
a
crave
drug.
it. You want it.
You want it. You crave
more.
it. So you place your identity in this thing, right? And my goal was to obviously, be a Springbok rugby player for so many reasons, right? To obviously represent my country, blah blah blah. But also at the same time, outside that, there's that limelight, there's that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and the way that you get treated, no one, you're not treated normally, you're treated very differently, you know what I mean? People cheer your name, people, you
feel that importance.
You feel valued, you feel important.
Yeah.
Now with me, I didn't really see myself as, I'm trying to judge, without the rugby, without all these things, as someone that's of value, that's of importance, because at home, first of all, I didn't feel like that.
That is, thank you for your vulnerability here and discussing this with us. Where did the point come where Sia's letting go of that? Letting go of the rugby and going into this new space that you find yourself in now?
During my injury, I wake up, they tell me, imagine this is my first time ever going under on the operation table. It's a scary thing if you think about it, because even the risks that come with going for surgery, you might not even probably wake up from that bed.
Or something with the knee.
I've never thought of that, but that is so true.
Do you know what I mean? So now, the sleep that I went into, probably the deepest sleep that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Right? And apparently my surgery was supposed to be for 2 hours. It turned into 5 because they had to clean up my meniscus and other stuff that they saw there as well. So when they wake me up, I am feeling this overwhelming emotion. I'm just in my tears, right? First person I think I called was my dad. Calling my dad, I'm like, dude, I am so sorry. Because I felt like I let him down.
Yeah.
Because there's an incident that happened before then, during that time, right? And he found out, because as a young man, you get to dope a bit and things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt like I was sort of like losing my way a little bit. You know what I mean? I was going off track because every sort of like emotion I was feeling, I would quickly just go to the club, man. I don't want to,
Don't wanna deal with it.
this
Hide the
thing.
pain.
Just hide this thing. Let me just quickly go to the club and
Do my thing, enjoy it.
honestly, that day it wasn't. It wasn't a day where anything heavy happened. It's just a thing that something happened, and then I needed to involve my parents in it.
Okay.
I had no choice to call them. So for the first time, they're finding out that, oh, Aibo, you drink alcohol.
You're about that life.
Huh? No. Leave that. Whatever. They said alcohol here. They said club. What are you doing there?
What are you busy with in
We
PE?
didn't know this life of you. But I'm like, oh, but then guys, how would you then have known? Because you guys, you've been there. You've been my parents, and I love you. It's fine. But you've been there, but not really present. From my grade 5, I've been going through things. Bro, even deciding which subject I wanted to study for grade 10, I didn't have to go through that decision with my parents. I did it myself. So now, how were you supposed to know that, there's other things in my life that are happening when it's just like,
There's a communication gap.
It's a school. Oh, you got a rugby business to go to Queens. I sent that thing to them.
So you've been
Mature
a grown
early.
up. Mature is the right word.
I've been playing my rugby by myself to a point where they didn't even believe in it at some point until the buses started coming.
Sure. Mature.
Only game both of them they actually watched it was my matric game, which is my last game of high school. Now I'm getting all of this off. I'm handling things. I'm my own manager. I'm handling all these things myself. They just get there and sign, Mama, I'm doing this. I'm going to go play here.
Yeah.
They paying for this. Oh, well.
Thumbs up.
Sure.
Enjoy it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
So then, okay, I get the injury, and then I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? Because probably my rugby.
11 months.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I call a friend of mine that I normally don't talk to. I tell her, I'm like, bro, I'm going through this. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling overwhelmed. She says to me, just surrender everything to God. I think at this point, you've tried to deal with things in your own strength. Just surrender. Let him take control. The moment I did that, I was like, you know what? I don't have the strength to deal with these things anymore by my own. Let me offload all of these things
The
and
God's
give
hands.
them to someone. Let him take care of it. So
And just go with it.
when that happened, all of a sudden, there's an advert pops up on TV, Big Brother, blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, yeah.
Mind you, that time, I'm just icing my knee, my hair, I have a big afro in my hair.
Oh, I'd love to get a photo of that.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just wearing like a red gym vest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
In
mean?
bed.
I just took my phone and just put it there, started speaking. From there, and mind you, other people actually audition 5 times or 3 times or 2 times or whatever before they actually get their chance. I auditioned once.
In.
And then my life from there. And mind you, I didn't even win the show. I left the show week 8. That's like probably 2 weeks or 2 weeks before the show ends. But the thing is, God's grace has just followed me throughout, bro.
Sure.
It's incredible, I must say.
Because then when it started, it's me letting go
Yeah.
and just letting God just do his thing.
100%, yeah. And that's so interesting because when we started the show, obviously you said about mental health, good. And you had to go through all this, obstacles, Love Island, no. Rugby, no. ACL, oof. And now obviously you're getting this journey and taking out that journey. How was that journey? Walking in there, the culture and taking that challenge on?
So it was obviously at first so like a tiny bit weird, like so like scary.
Yeah.
Because before Big Brother, I never watched Big Brother, so I didn't know what it was.
That is weird, huh?
Love it,
Stepping
love it.
in here, you see me, camera, but I don't see you.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how you sort of like plan for things before and all
Yes.
that type of stuff. Right?
Strategize.
All the type of stuff. So for me, I think my thing was people who fall in love with my personality as long as I stay true to who I am, because I'm that energetic guy, I'm that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
like,
be fake there.
I like and I enjoy being around different people, because also remember, I've been playing rugby for almost a long time.
Yes.
I stay in rugby houses with different people from different places, different characters, right? I might, be playing with the Rude and staying with you for like a while, but we're different people. We come from different places, different backgrounds, right? Also, I adjust sometimes. I compromise to adjust to what you like.
Yeah.
Since we're sharing this space,
Yes.
and we share the bathrooms or whatever,
You can adapt.
you don't like maybe me making a noise after 10. Someone is probably, John is probably like, he doesn't really mind it. But we're not the same people, so I need to be able to consider other people. So I've been doing this practically since grade 5, because I've been boarding school since grade 5. Living with people, different people, from different parts of the world.
So true.
And now you're putting me in a house with strangers again, where we have to share stuff.
And now Juicy is used to it.
Oh man,
That's just,
I'm just like, guys, let's
just
be
do this.
I'm comfortable here.
Leave me alone.
You say you don't like this? Okay, cool. But the thing is, one of my weaknesses, one of my greatest ones, is that sometimes I overcompensate for people, which sometimes can be very dangerous, because
They can do what they want.
What about you? What about me? Why doesn't Rudy also consider that I like this?
Oof,
Why am I the only one always giving to
Making other people happy.
and making you happy? But the thing is, with me, I was just happy to just make you happy. It was fine. It was fine for me to give. But at some point,
Fill my cup.
I never get that back.
Fill my cup.
So that's where I am now, because my circle is also a very small now, because I've realized that, I'm also important. I also need my cup to be filled.
It's a give and take.
Yes.
So that's when that selfishness has to come in.
You see, just that is something, Paddy, I struggle with. I struggle with it often with my wife, and we talk about it so much in the house. I'm the same as that. I go out of my way to make people comfortable. And I always said the thing, I've got it up in my toilet where I say, don't take my kindness for my weakness. But I'm in a space now where I've always been so kind that people are not giving me kindness back sometimes, you see. So I'm also need to figure out a little bit where you are at now. Where do I get to that point where I say, hey, it's also important that Paige looks after himself, man.
Give and take, yeah.
And it's a crazy thing, because also mentally it affects me. Because with some of my friends, I think I'm someone that gets really attached to people when I've been around you and you my bra and whatever. You know what I mean? And I found myself when I was still in PE that I gave so much of myself to a point where people would do things and invite other people and never invite you, and you force yourself into those people's environments and what they're doing, because you want to be recognized by them so much that you're uncomfortable with just doing your own thing. And I'm like, sometimes like, flip, this wouldn't have happened if I just said no, man. If I just said
Stand
no.
my ground, yeah.
If I just
That's
said no.
so tough, damn it.
If I just said no, actually, if you don't want me around, let me not force myself to be around you. Because the thing is, because I wanted to only surround myself with the guys that were around in PE that were doing really well, right? In terms of rugby, when the Kings were still there, some of my friends were playing for the Kings, right? At young ages, I'm like, damn, I want to be around these guys for the virtue, because the fact that, they're doing this thing. You want to be around people that are winning in life. But they never wanted to be around me, though. It always came in condition if I am.
Sure.
It's like that thing where they say, drop your phone now. And don't call anyone. See who calls you. Leave work. See who checks up on you. I'm always checking up on everyone. And the thing is, it's a genuine thing. It's not a thing of, I'm checking up on you, John, because I want you to check up on me again.
Yeah.
So that's why Kevin Hart said in this other podcast that sometimes do not do things, like do not like do things in an expectation that you will receive it back. Hence I'm saying, yes, I love being a giver and giving, but at some point, even though I'm not expecting anything back, but at some point I need to be like, no, actually what I'm actually giving to so many people, let me give it to myself. Hence I'm here in Cape Town now after, this weekend. I'm like, oh, let me give this time to me.
Lovely.
Let me do something that, that I want to do. Let me just relax for a bit. Let me meditate. Let me go up the table. Let me just do something. Let me give back to myself because no one will give me that.
And also one thing, after the knee as well, obviously you gave time to your religion, God, and then you speak about giving time to the boys. Is there a loved one maybe that you need to give time to that can support you? Because you've always been mature doing things alone. But you need that soft side as well sometimes. Are you thinking about it?
So on the show, I came out of the show. I fell in love with someone on the show.
Okay.
And we came out and we genuinely dated for 2 years. Unfortunately, beginning of this year, we broke up. No bad energies, it wasn't anything bad, toxic, whatever. Everything was still good, but it's just a thing of you just have those conversations and you're just like, I think we just need to revisit this thing. You know what I mean?
But did that 2 years break you away from the boys and this negativity and this mindset?
Listen, it helped me and broke me away from a lot of things that would have been distractions.
Yeah.
Right? Because then my life was like this. My work, God, my work, her, God, gym, my work, God, her. In that cycle. Do you know what I mean? I didn't really have much time for the other stuff. Because mind you, I'm in Joburg, chap, and there's a lot that happens there.
The lights.
Do you know what I mean?
Fast life.
So I having that person, that holds you down outside my family.
Foundation.
Yeah, because my family is my cousins, my nephews. Because now I have nephews and nieces. I'm an uncle. I'm Uncle Juice. Right? So that keeps me grounded. Right? And luckily for me, when I got to Joburg, everyone was that side. So in times when I feel like a little bit of home, I go to them and I realize when I look at these kids, and I can just sit with them because I'm very good with them as well,
Because you give love. You like to receive love.
So I think it's with kids as well, they always like, you want to jump all over you, they want to give you hugs, they want to, they soften you up so much, you know what I mean? And I like that. So I have this thing where I'm just like, oh, these kids are watching me now as well. So what I do is very important because I want to lead the right way.
Yes.
So that they can
them.
inspire to be, for me, it's not to be rich and successful, but to be good human beings. Because that's what we lack in the world today. People that show love and compassion and good people.
Power.
Because when that money and that leadership and all those type of things come to you, if you're already a good person, you are able to be like, you know what, actually, with this position that I have now, let me empower someone else. Let me give to other people. Because your heart is already, your heart is good. You are good. In as much as, yes, you're not perfect, you make mistakes, but you are a good person. You feel for other people. So when that money and power and leadership comes to you, you are able to think for other people and be like, no, man, guys.
Yeah.
Let me help these people
and
out.
have a serving heart.
Let me serve.
Serving heart.
Exactly. And that comes with, if you are good internally, my brah.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Do you see? I know sometimes we don't have enough time for this podcast. And I wish, maybe we need a big brother. Maybe we need a big brother that records me just talk. But there's something I quickly want us to talk about. You left rugby.
Yeah.
You miss it?
A lot.
You miss it a lot. Okay. Secondly, you are very successful now. You have done Big Brother. that has allowed you to transition into Beyond the Game, your own podcast.
Yeah.
It's also allowed you to transition into mainstream media with Supersport. And obviously, as you mentioned earlier, the big brand influencer or influence that you are currently. How have you find that next career that you're currently in now?
So, first one, left rugby. Do I miss it? Definitely. I thought I would be able to end it up in my own terms. I couldn't. And I had to come to the realization that, you know what? First of all, I'm content with my efforts, right? I've used it as a vehicle to take me from point A to point B, right? And the harsh reality of it is that, you know, we're not all going to be, you know, in those lights. Hence, it is very important to also to get to advise the young kids now. I'm like, bro, don't limit yourself to only just one thing. Get those studies.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was still coming up, I used to neglect those things, especially in the varsity cup. That's why I appreciate the varsity cup system so much, because it gave me time to fail, but also pick myself up and reinvent myself. So that's why I like the varsity cup system so much, and I encourage, you know, the young guys to actually go through it. Don't be fooled by the hype and the big lights and the big money is while you're starting. Like,
it will come.
There is life after this thing, and it's the harsh reality of it, right? I love this game. I love it, and that's why I thank God that I'm still blessed to be, you know, doing work also that's still
involved with rugby.
Involved in it. Because at the end of the day, we want to be the main stars on the field, but you know what I mean? Like, I still get to do work behind the scenes where I can influence West and East African people to watch and support the Springboks. For me, that was crazy in 2023. Because the people that watched me on Big Brother, they never knew anything about it. They never knew anything about rugby. But now they got to love it to a point where they wanted that success for me. They're like, Sia, we want to see you on the field. We'll do anything. I'm like, guys, you know, it's a bit emotional for me to really get into, but you know, but they get me now. But if you think about that, I'm watching the Rugby World Cup, Springboks versus New Zealand in Nigeria with other people that say, flip, bro, where have we been?
What game is this?
Where have
this
we
is
been?
nice.
And you see people texting me from Kenya, Malawi, this and that, like saying, dude, I'm following rugby because of you. So that motivated me to actually be like, oh, you know what? Actually, I have a different role.
Yes.
Let me embrace this. Nigel Cronier came to me and told me, like, bro, I know that sometimes when change happens in our life, we don't embrace it. I want you to embrace this change. I'm like, bro, what a man. So I've embraced, first of all, I had to embrace the change.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying it. You know, I get to sit down with legends like you. Just think about it. I get to sit down with legends like you. People that grew up watching, not just only in the Springbok jersey, Bulls and Western Province. John Dion's doing this every time he scores the try. And,
irritating.
You know what I mean? I'm a forward, but I feel like him.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Now I'm here sitting with you guys and other Springbok legends. I get to not just only work with, but shake hands, share a bit of a beer with, have conversations. I think for me, that's a big win.
100%. And you're living your dream. Sure.
And I like this part of my life. I love it.
I can see.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not embarrassed. I'm not, you know what I mean?
I can see.
I love it. And it gets to bring joy to people as well. There's a lady yesterday, just last night, I went to Checkers, just to go buy some cool drink and water. This lady stops me. She's like, listen, please, can you just wait just a brief second? I want to go back to the storing room or to the staff room. There's a friend of mine that I want to fetch that loves you so much. I stood there. The lady came out. She was in tears.
Sure.
In excitement to see me. So that to me, I'm just like, what a massive privilege and honor to have people that when they see you, they just get so happy. I'm like, I'm doing something right here.
It's so cool, Juicy, that you said, you mentioned earlier when we started the conversation that with rugby playing, you thought you're going to get that. And then God direct you different route. Same result technically, but your journey just different to maybe, let's say, per se, the current Springboks. Yeah. You have done it a different way in the media, broadcasting, influencing base. It's cool how God works. And I didn't think, partner, coming here today, recording that this would be, that I take away from it.
No, it was powerful. Yeah. And just letting yourself go and go with the flow. And then while you're letting yourself go, you're still finding passion and drive and trying to inspire. It's powerful.
And that has always been my goal, right? To inspire people, for God to use me and my life to be an inspiration to other people, to be a pillar of strength. But then now I'm doing it with genuinely just being myself.
No better feeling.
And being a human being. You know?
There is no better feeling.
Gentlemen, a grown lady at the airport, when I came out there, came to me to say, because I normally used to sing a Guijo in the house. You know? And for me, in the house, it was, because remember, you blocked the outside world. You go through a lot mentally and physically. I'm singing because I'm trying to, keep myself going. And Iguijo for me, the songs, it's a healing. It's an energy giver. So that lady was like, her watching me was therapy to her. Come on, Chance.
I think
Come on,
Ruckus, after when we're done now recording, Ruckus, I'm going to ask Juicy to teach me and Juwan the song. And we'll post that on our social pages, okay? So Saturday morning, there's no Springbok rugby coming up.
Yes.
Juicy teaching Behind the Ruck how to sing the song. It's coming, okay? Juicy, before we say goodbye, okay, I've got a few quick-fire questions.
Sure.
Paddy, are we going to go 1-1?
Yes, let's quickly go.
Let's go 1-1. I always wish we get more time, and that's the frustration with time and having a podcast like this.
I'll come back.
Yeah, I think what we should do is we should have a collab with Beyond the Game.
Oh, yes.
Where we do it, where you having us and we can still continue this conversation. We just pick it up.
Oh, you see.
Here we go.
It doesn't need to be a thing where it stops here and this is the final thing.
That's why you're the decision maker. That's why you're the scrum off.
Put the guys in his face.
She's going to put a helmet on my head. Okay, here we go. Paddy, I'm going to go first and you take the second one. Okay, toughest rugby player that Juicy J has played against?
Okay. It's a quick one. Fire question. Toughest player.
Toughest.
Andrew Sergio. Andrew Sergio.
Andrew Sergio.
Yeah, he played for the Griquas. He's currently playing some overseas now.
Okay. We're going to find him. Andrew Sergio.
Yes.
Toughest player.
Dream guest on Beyond the Game.
Siya Kolisi.
That will be a lekker episode. We got him on the show. We wanted to have it 2 hours here.
Okay. A song that describes your journey. One song that describes your journey.
Okay. Song that describes my journey. Many men wish death upon me. Blood on my eyes, dog, and I can see.
Just see.
I just want to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away.
Right. Deep, eh? Okay, a reality show you want to go on and don't want to actually go on.
Do you want to actually go on? If Netflix you're watching?
Yes.
Which one?
It's not a square. It's not a triangle. It's the circle.
The circle. Okay.
The circle.
Netflix.
Not Blind Date.
No.
Okay. I want to say this one in the DMs on your WhatsApp chat. I'm not going to go under the bell. I'm going to say, what is the emoji that you use the most?
The emoji that I use the most?
Yes.
It's a heart.
A heart. Okay.
The heart. And what word describes Juicy J?
One word. Love.
Your heart in love.
Heart and love.
Love Island.
I must say, right? Love Island. Ooh, yes.
He wants that.
Yes, see. If one day someone has to play you in a movie, who would that actor be?
Oh, I know. We spoke about him early on. Was it him?
Someone has to play.
Wait, guys. Wait.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on now.
This is tough. But I have to choose one, right?
One guy that has to play Juicy J in a movie.
Dwayne.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Johnson.
The people's champ.
Yes.
Can
Can
you
you
smell
smell
it?
What
the Rock
is
Cooking. Juicy J is cooking.
Oh, my grandmother used to love that part. You, Sunday afternoons, WWE.
ETV,
No, Shia, man. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so
you
much,
got a lot going on. You're traveling up and down Cape Town, Durban, Josie, and a lot going on personally as well with Supersport. But thanks for making the time. Thanks for coming out to Behind the Ruck and making this a lekker special episode.
I think it's so cool that your podcast Beyond the Game goes into your life, how you've transitioned beyond the game of rugby into something different, and maybe someone of the ruckers is sitting out there and can see themselves in your journey, and this episode can touch one person's life, then it's a success. Absolutely.
Lovely stuff.
Thank you, Boyki.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for him. And I'm actually glad that we actually make this happen.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad. I was saying that when I was coming here, I'm like, I am so happy that this is happening. It was one of the things I was looking forward to this Tuesday morning. Now I can go to the beach and chill.
Yeah,
Happy
chill about
days.
Guys, that Juicy J. Woo! That's a juicy interview, hey?
Buddy, look, and I said it while we were talking to him, I didn't think that we would go that deep. And it's so cool because social media, and I always say that about my life also, you only get to see the nice stuff. You never get to know the people.
Yeah.
So now to get to know him a lot better,
100%,
know why he thinks, and what drives him is obviously God, is the backbone of his life. Fantastic.
100%.
As
So
number
much
one
we
rugby
can
podcast.
can take so much from it. But most important for me as well, it's when you give love. Sometimes important, give back, people. Huh? People must give back.
Fill my cup.
I can't just fall
No.
everywhere. Huh?
No, it's load shedding.
Yeah, load shedding.
Okay. But Ruckers, we're going to go straight into our next segment of Behind the Ruck. We're going to go to URC. Vodacom URC up and running. And this upcoming weekend's fixtures, we got Friday night Scarlets versus the Stormers, 20:45, 8:45. Friday evening Stormers versus Scarlets in Wales. Saturday we got Benetton versus the Lions at 4 o'clock the afternoon. Leinster versus Sharks. Oh, tough one. Leinster versus Sharks, 18:30, 6:30. And then Ulster versus the Bulls, 8:45 on Saturday evening. It will be Trokkie up against Marcel Coetzee. We got Leinster up against Sharks. Leinster coming with 2 losses in South Africa. We have Benetton Lions who just won because of a drop goal of Reino Smith in the last game against Glasgow. And Scarlets versus the Stormers. Can the boys in Adidas have a brilliant start to the URC campaign?
Everyone away.
Van Heysaf. Ek sien hom op nou so.
It's road trip style. Huh? My partner, if you start in that Friday one as well, obviously the Stormers are on a high, 35-0 the first one, and then they killed Ospreys as well, and they're going to Scarlet. So we got a lekker momentum when it comes to the Stormers and the Bulls, so we would like that as well. But yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Friday night evening, away from home. Even though you play number 11, 12, 13, away from home is always tough. It's a tough outing.
I'm in the Stormers corner, partner. Look, they obviously by the reports and stuff, because again, when we're recording the episode, don't know the team sheet yet. But will Shasha and them play the first game? Probably not. Maybe have 1 week off.
Yes.
But they've got enough firing power to take Scarlets. We obviously know Wales rugby currently is not in the best state, buddy. How good was their preseason? I'm going to back the Stormers. I know Sanatla in our last episode, Ruckers, go check it out. Siabelo Sanatla said they want to change the narrative around them where they this year have a better start to their season.
Yeah.
So I'm going to back the Stormers in that first game Friday evening.
And he did say as well, when it comes to playoff time, you need a home semi-final, you need a home final. And they're on track. Are they first?
No. Numero second.
Oh, second.
Second, okay? The light blues, not the blue with the light blues up in Pretoria sitting pretty on 10 points.
I'm just checking as well. Yeah, no, the Stormers are up and running with a brilliant start as well. And if they can have that injection of Willems, Shashi and Kobus Reina, it will make a massive difference. But in the other games as well, everyone away, Benetton, Against the Lions, we got Leinster and Sharks. Everyone's hurting.
I'm gonna go against the Lions this weekend. I've gone 2 weekends in a row believing in them, believing in their youth, the structures that they've got. And both weekends, last weekend I said they'll win by 2 points. They lost by 2 points in Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go Benetton. Benetton is a good outfit.
100%. If you look at the names as well, Malakai Fekitua, Rhino is doing fantastic job. Jacob Umaga. So at home in Italy, it's always a tough one. And the Lions the conference is low. But the conference is low starting in the Currie Cup final.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Okay.
Let's go to the
You
deep
want to
roots.
go back? You want to go to the root of the problem?
Yeah, but I mean, the conference is low. They struggle a little bit. So it's going to be a tough one for them to pull this one out of the fire. They've been away now for some time.
Look, and that's always that's where I'm in the balance. Is they spend 3 weeks on tour together. The tour generally makes you a tighter group, a tighter knit. But yeah, it hasn't been convincing the way they've been playing. So unfortunately, I'm going to go for Bennett in this one, Party. Look, the Lions will always put up a fight. They're a proud union, but I think they'll go down by 5 points against Benetton.
Yeah, and there's last two as well. Leinster hurting in Mama Sainsa, and then the Sharkies as well, and then Ulster Bulls.
Oh, that is a very tricky one, partner.
There's a couple of suffers at Ulster. You spoke about Trokkie, the big man, and also Werner Koch that's playing for them on the wing as well, and it can also hurt people. Those two games, Leinster Sharks, I'm going to go with Leinster. You can't go 3 hat-trick.
No.
Alikies.
And the Sharks obviously coming off a draw against Dragons.
Yes.
Not convincing.
And you never know when that injection comes in. Sheehan.
Yes.
Sheehan and the boys. The Irish injection. So, yeah, I'm going to go a little bit against Leinster. And I think I'm going to back the Ulster. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, no?
Ruckers broken bones.
Huh?
Okay, so you're going Leinster versus Sharks for Leinster.
Yes.
By how much?
So let me go from the top. Okay, Stormers +5.
Okay.
It's going to be a tough one out there. Then I've got Benetton +10. Jammer Lions.
Okay.
I don't think Mufasa is going to come out this weekend. And then Leinster hurting against the Sharkies. Sharkies don't show anything. So Leinster +12. Okay. And then Ulster. Okay, +4. It's going to be a tight one. Ulster +4. They're looking good. Trokkie is there. He wants to hurt people. I mean, Werner Koch is playing fantastic rugby. Them as a unit is looking good. I know there's injection of Andre Pollard on tour and some of the Springboks as well. But a bit of up and down. Because looking at last weekend as well, they almost let the Leinster through. So Bulls not really convincing yet, but I'm going to go.
Wow, Raki is starting the season. He's starting the season early. We're taking on my beloved Bulls.
Maybe because then Stormers can go number 1. Okay, let's.
His seatbelt is off. His seatbelt is off.
Talk to me.
Stormers by 12, first game, Friday night. I think the Stormers, they looked really convincing so far, so I'm going to go with by 12. Benetton Lions, Benetton by 5 against the Lions. Leinster Ulster, Leinster. Look, the Sharks still there, Springboks. Edwin van der Merwe, Jaden Hendrickse, but Leinster by 10, depending on if the British and Irish Lions players are back yet. Ulster Bulls, I'm going to go Bulls. Wilco Low, hopefully, and we'll scrum them.
No, he must rest.
We'll scrum them.
Polly must rest.
Okay? We'll scrum them. I'll say it again. We'll scrum them. I'm going to go Bulls +8 in the Kings Span Stadium.
That's going to be a lekker one Saturday night.
It's a very tough, and I'm only saying that because my heart is blue, guys.
I'm saying with the gut. Yeah, partner.
But Ruckers, it's been honestly one of the most exciting episodes that we had in a very long time. Having someone that's been a rugby player, his identity and DNA was in rugby. Now he's transitioned and gone into a different space within the landscape of media, influencing brands. I think it's so much to learn from them. And 100%. Again, we as rugby players are capable of so much, partner.
100%, yeah. And this is one episode I was just, like they say, listening is a skill. Ik het net geluister. Love and learn.
Also took a lot from this, and I think this is what makes your number one rugby podcast special, okay?
I know.
We change it up. We throw a bit of masala. We keep you guys guessing. And today was another one. Special. Guys, Behind the Ruck, we are proudly supported by SuperSport Bet and our new hydration partner to the show, okay, is Switch Energy Drinks. We don't need more, but they're giving us more so we can be an overflow to you. Okay, Switch on board with us. Guys, it's another episode. It was another fun time. time. We'll see you guys next week, same time, 6 o'clock. Smash the
Smash it. Come on.
subscribe button, please. We want to get to 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's our dream. That's our goal.
Make it
we
happen.
need your help.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Yeah,
Buddy.
fantastic time, eh?
Hy is toch aan tyd.
Next week it is. I'm Juan de Jong.
I'm Rudy Page.
And the rack is clear. Bye-bye.
Next week,
Miss you.
guys.